Let's see if this works now. Am I live? Is it going to explode in a ball of fire like it did just a moment ago? And hard lock a machine to the point where I had to hard power it off. Anywho, getting back to where I was. So the goal of this stream today is the prepping of setting up a machine of mine, a hard drive, with I don't know what version of Opensuse. Uh, Come on, that should be okay. 42, dumping from 42.1 to Opensuse 15.2. So all of those repos by the end of this stream today should be 15.2. I expanded that a bit too much. Yeah, you get the point. Uh, let's see. Can I... Nope, that's not the one that I wanted. Twitchy chat. Nope, not what I wanted. Chat, Twitch. There we go. Okay, whatever that is, that's not visible, so hashtag don't care. Come on, let me move that. Ah, stupid OBS. Okay, I'm not going to mess with it, but basically what I'm going to do is change those to 15.2. And I could just do a sed command, but I think I might do something a little different. The Opensuse Yast way. So let's go about doing that. So I don't have that many repos enabled, which is a good thing. That's going to make this so much better, so much easier. So what you go do is you go into Yast Control Center, go into... Actually, I clicked the wrong one. That's not gonna work. Click cancel because the repositories are dead for that old of a version. So you go into software repositories. That's the correct one that I needed to go into. So this is going to be a multi-part. There's going to be this part that I'm streaming now of changing the repos, doing the zipper ref to make sure all of the repositories are set up. But then the actual install, I'll actually be booting to a live USB and dumping from there, just in case something goes wrong. That this wide of a jump, it's really highly recommended, at least by me, to use the update feature on the DVD media or to use the net installer. So let's get around to doing this. Let's interesting. Do I have the network plugged in? I think I have the network plugged in. Man, I don't have much installed on that drive. I don't think this will work very well either. Wait, do I even have a network connection? God, mother. I don't have a network connection. No wonder this isn't working. Excuse me. And pardon me if I start swearing like a sailor and sounding pretty nasty and foul in the background. How is it not connected? What the hell? Get in there. There. Stupid, stupid thing. How did you get disconnected? Nobody. Hmm. Okay. Now I has internets. It was like, it shouldn't be that hard. The key thing is, unless you're using the DVD image, if you do not have the internet, this will not work. It will only work completely offline if you dump from the DVD image, because it has its own repositories, which is why it's the size of a DVD. Okay, now let's hit OK and see if that works. Boom, it did. Edit. Okay, even though this one isn't. Might as well do the due diligence. Do the debug repositories as well. Pac-Man. Oh. Opensuse Leap. This one will be the interesting one because I don't know if this one will have the 15.2 repositories enabled. Huh. Well, it didn't error out, so that's a good thing. Uh, okay. Oh, wait. Why don't I just 15.2? Let's do the ones that actually are bloody enabled, and then we can do the debug and the source ones later. Oh, that's why. I was like, wait, what is it doing wrong there? There we go. I'm using the numpad, so that's making things a little bit quicker. Although my mind is laggy enough. Plus, there's also the video lag since I'm actually using OBS as my screen. Point 2. Okie dokie. So clearly it's been a few years since I touched this machine. Or at least this drive is actually a better description. So what I ended up doing is I'm decommissioning some of my older ThinkPads, pulling the drives out because they have personal identifying information. As we know, we learned and we're trained about in the federal government. PII is something that you need to take exceptionally seriously. So once I'm done with this and pull out the drives from these machines, I can then give those machines away or sell them. In the case of the machine that this hard drive came out of, I will actually be giving it to a friend of mine to give to one of their relatives so that their relative can watch things like YouTube without having to use their teeny tiny cell phone and hold it all the time. They can just sit the laptop on the dining room table or something like that to watch YouTube and Netflix and whatever. Man, this is going to be a hell of a jump, though. Oh, I didn't edit and change everything there, did I? Huh. God, it's so hard to see on this tiny little the screen that I have available on OBS. Okay, everything looks like it's up to date there. Let me double check. 15.2, 15.2, 15.2, 15.2, 15.2, 15.2, 15.2, 2. Are all the names here up to date? No, they're not. This is where the sed command would just pretty much automate this, but I don't feel like memorizing what the exact command is at the moment. I probably should. I've used it for over 12 years. Okay, now let's double check. So that's all 15.2, 15.2, 15.2, 15.2. I can't tell if I accidentally hit commas in there. I don't know if I did extra spaces. But let's hit OK. Let's go into the terminal here. Sudo zipper ref. I think I might, I might actually do the in place stop now. If it fails, I can easily go and use the net installer upgrade option. And basically, if that happens, I don't think I've got anything on here too important. So, let's see, what is it? Um, okay. Do I have... No, I do not. Ha ha! Oh, goody. Mm-hmm. Well, I do have Genie, so good. I want to check something out first. My memory's a bit hazy on this. Uh, sudo Genie etc zip. Oh yeah. So it doesn't work like it does on Pop OS. Pretty sure I have Katie's SU on here. So what is it that I'm looking for? Well, I want to download all the initial repositories in advance before I install, but I want to have them download and then run the zipper command and have it install what has been cached. Just in case the network drops, I can go back and do it over again. That might be useful. Let's uncomment that. Download max concurrent connections. So that will download 5 packages at one time. Ooh. Okay, I'm getting close to what I'm looking for. Download only. Okay. Yeah, since I saved that one bit, save, exit here. Sudo zipper up download only. Wait, what was that error message that it stated there? Did you not update the repos? Sudo zipper lr So why is it telling me that they may be out of date? Huh. That's an interesting error. Anyhow, let's hit yes. Do I agree? Yes. Why are you not doing concurrent downloads? You didn't listen to me. Well, while it's doing that, let's go here. Huh. Maybe it's just... Oh god! Yeah, that tells you how old this is. There's Flash Player here. Jiminy Christmas, this is antiquated. What else is on here? Not much. Yay, that worked. Oh, hello, tuxedo computers. Huh. Oh, there we go. There's a familiar name. Jetzel. Or at least that's how I pronounce it. It's probably wrong. I apologize! Please don't kill me. Because this is not how I want to die. Well, that was an interesting read. That was looking like it was more for the script above. Oh, there's another familiar name. Really, none of this is answering the question of why it's not being able to download more than one package at one time. Why setting it to download 5 packages concurrently is not working. But I really don't care. I just thought, hey, might as well try it. What's the worst that could happen? Another explosion like the first time I tried this stream? Yay! Ooh, I have 2 viewers. Hi there. Oh, I did misspell concurrent. Oh, that's right. I after it downloads all this, I probably should switch that from an up to a dup and see if there's more packages that need to be downloaded. How silly of me. Yeah, I don't think any of this is answering my question. I mean, I'm pretty sure concurrent was the wording that was used, but I could be wrong. If I'm more than happy and willing to admit that. Ah, yeah, there was something up when I tried streaming earlier. There was way too much hot air coming out of the computer for an idle state. So, as you can probably tell, I pulled this hard drive out of a ThinkPad T61, and it's currently inside a Gigabyte Bricks, basically a Nook, an Intel Nook branded by Gigabyte. So it's not an incredibly powerful machine, but it's got HDMI, so I can use the HDMI capture device that I was wonderfully gifted in order to help make these streams better. Thank you, anonymous donator. If you too would like to donate either financially or bits and parts and whatnot to make these streams better, the donation links are down below. Every little bit you can give will help make these streams better. I have a Libra Pay, I've got a PayPal Donato link, and I've got a public Amazon wish list with things that will help make my life so much easier. No, go away. I'm not gonna allow you to send me stupid notifications. Hmm. That too also doesn't answer my question. Hmm. Uh, let's take a look at that again. So, maximum of concurrent connections to use per transfer. Let's see, what else is here? Override cache directory. Ooh, that actually would be useful in some instances. I've got OneDrive where the OS install is on a 20 gig partition, and having the cache be elsewhere would make upgrading it a whole lot nicer. Huh. So that's where the repos are kept. Although I can foresee, because some enterprising idiots are transferring DNF, the new Red Hat package manager that's replacing Yum. Uh, they're con- transferring it over to Opensuse and SUSE Enterprise. Which, yeah, why? Um, if you have it installed, you need to have a separate DNF repo directory and a separate YAST or zipper repo directory. So I can see that might make it so that you can have one shared repo directory between the two of them. Hmm, interesting. Let's see, what else in here? So, repo locale, maximum number of concurrent connections to use per transfer. Set the minimum download speed, bytes per second. Why? What? Well, that was interesting. I know I'm still streaming, but there was a network error. Please try again. Error pound 2000. Why the are you doing this, Twitch? Why do I always get that bloody error? Yes. Stop that. Okay. Back to this. Number of tries per download. Oh man, I probably should bring this back up. Download transfer timeout. Hint to which media to prefer. Download versus CD. Okay, that's interesting. So, like if you had an offline machine and you needed to use, uh, if you had the CD mounted and you were using that as a repository, I can see that being somewhat useful. Or if you always had the USB flash drive with the repositories on it, you could use that. But although that would be more file colon slash slash slash. Path to where media is preferably mounted or downloaded. GPG check. Okay. Commit. Download policy to use as default. Download only. Just download all the packages to the local cache. Do not install. Implies dry run. Wait a minute. I don't think I think I. Shit. I put dashes. Bugger. The old method was download as needed, but they ended up changing that so that it only does that when you're doing the initial install or dumping from uh, the DVD or net installer. Otherwise, the default is downloaded in advance. You know something I want to... I'm mostly done there, but let's abort that. Ah, okay, I was right. Dash dash download only. Okay. Sweet. Okay. Well, that should be a bunch of the packages taken care of. Let's see. So only about 600 megs needed to be downloaded. Yeah. Oh, whoa, that's a lot of... Wait a minute, I thought it only said, like, 1,000 or so. Not 3,000. Jiminy Christmas. Well, I had 4 viewers, then it dropped down to 2. And I think I am the 2. Yeah. Hmm. Hashtag sand. Oh, now it's downloading. I don't like that color. Mine eyes. Ah. Ah. So much better. I spent so many years working on a green phosphor screen Apple, both at home and at school, because I ended up being the student IT person for the older Apple equipment that the campus IT department refused to maintain because they were old and antiquated. So I spent many, many, many decades using green phosphor screens. So when I'm in a terminal, I prefer to have green text on black. Not that I can't use something else, but I prefer when I'm working in a terminal to have green on black. Color O2 if you're in a DOS prompt. God, do I remember that too. Huh. Yeah, this was fun. Isn't this fun? Watching, it's like watching paint melt. Or paint dry. Yeah, paint melt. Yes, take a flamethrower to a wall of paint. Watch it melt. No, watching paint dry is the exact expression. Do 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 do. Do, 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 do. Oh, it's 6:34, huh? Man, I slept in too much. Yay! Downloading things. Woo! Yeah, I'm not editing this. Typically, for this part, like what I'll do with the second part since I'll be just recording it with no audio, is I'll speed it up in post. But I'm not gonna do that with this. That was such a pain in the ass to actually get done. Oh, let's go back to ZipperConf and read this. So download only. So that's download dash dash download dash only. Download in advance is dash dash download dash in dash advance download. Oh. Huh. I've actually not done the download in heaps before. Finding which directory which contains the vendor description fields. Each file in this directory defines a comma-separated list of equivalent vendor string prefixes. Okay. Whether required packages are installed only. So recommended packages, language packages, and packages which depend on hardware mod alias will not be regarded. So that would be what one would probably edit to deal with. There's been some people that come in to support and they're like, when I install package Y, it installs other useless, unnecessary stuff. It's bloated. Opensuse sucks. This would probably resolve the recommends being automatically installed. Or at least I think so. Yeah, pretty much. Experts only. Per default, the solver will not replace packages of different vendors unless you explicitly ask to do so. Setting this option to true will disable this vendor check unless application explicitly re-enables it. Packages then will be considered based on repository priority and version only. This may easily damage your system. No effing way. Do you know the way? Actually, how that would break this system now, because hypothetically there could be. I'm just gonna throw a random package 8x264. So x264 leap 42 1 dash 1 dash 0.1 versus leap x264 leap 15.2, smaller number, and then the same version number thereafter. Because the leap version is larger, 42 is larger than 15, it will think the 42 1 is newer than the 15 42. So that is one area I found where things break. Is if you do a dup and the dup hasn't replaced packages that are Opensuse 42, Leap 42, and converting them to Leap 15 because it thinks Leap 15 is a smaller number and thus is an inferior version number. I've had that break systems before. But it's not supposed to do that. It happens. Experts only, tune distribution upgrade, set whether package, allow package version downgrade upon dup. That's actually pretty much what I was just explaining. Solver dup allow downgrade. Okay, that's what it's supposed to do. I found that it doesn't always fucking work. Experts only, tune distribution dup, set to follow package renames upon dup. Ooh. Okay. And another issue is, like with Pac-Man, some packages have not been renamed. So they still say 42.3, when in fact they're in the 15.1 or 15.2 repository. Experts only, tune distribution upgrade, set whether to allow changing the package architecture upon dup. So if something changes from 686 to no arch, or the other way around, that's where that would come in handy. Set whether to allow the changing the package vendor upon dup. If you are following the continuous distribution like Tumbleweed or Factory, where you use the zipper dup no allow vendor change quite frequently, you may indeed benefit from disabling the vendor change. Okay. Wow, almost done with downloading all the packages. Let's check some more. Cleanup when deleting packages, whether the solver should per default try and remove packages exclusively required by the ones he's asked to delete. I can see. Oh, come on. I can see that triggering someone. Hashtag triggered. This option should be used on a case-by-case basis, enabled via command line options or switches the applications offered. Changing the global default on the system where unattended actions are performed may easily damage your system. Changing the default is not recommended. This file contains requirement conflicts which fulfill the needs of the running system. For example, the system would be broken if not glibc or kernel is installed. Yeah, I've been there. Where glibc for some reason uninstalled during a DOP, leaving me with an unusable system when I rebooted. uh, 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 why do I remember that? Oh, oh dear God, why? This directory contains files that contain requirements or conflicts which fulfill the needs of a running system. See check system file. When committing a dist upgrade, a solver test case is written to var log update test case and then the date. It is needed in bug reports. This option returns a number of test cases to keep on the system. The old test cases will be deleted as new ones are created. I've had that not work very well. It splits into multiple different file bits, and even compressing it, it's usually over the 20 meg limit for upload, so it's fucking useless for bug reports. Been there, done that, didn't get a t-shirt. But you can buy a t-shirt, or you can get a t-shirt if you go to some of the Opensuse events. Yeah. For example, sometimes at the Southern California Area Linux Expo, they get t-shirts that they can hand out or sell, one of the two, depending on how badly our local community group kind of needs money. Although typically we just give it out if you do like some sort of challenge, wipe the operating system on your current computer and install Opensuse, get a t-shirt. I think we did that one time. We haven't had t-shirts in a long while, but sometimes we get hats and whatnot. I think the last time we got something like that to hand out was DataCon LA, where I managed the booth and we were handing out Opensuse hats. I believe that was one of the swag items that you could get. Those disappeared quickly since it was a nice, warm, hot August day in downtown Los Angeles at the University of California, USC. Whether dist upgrade should remove a product's dropped packages. A new product may suggest a list of old and no longer supported packages, i.e. dropped packages. Performing a dist upgrade, the solver will try and delete them, even if they do not cause any dependency problems. Turning this option off, the solver will not try and remove those packages unless they actually do cause dependency trouble. You may do a cleanup manually or simply leave them as long as you don't need the disk space. Okay, so that might have been useful in the past. I had some orphaned packages for software that I used almost on a daily basis. I've since needed to not use them because they're orphaned packages and I no longer remember what the name of the packages are. But they would have been nice to have kept, but they were removed during the zipper dump. Particularly if you use the upgrade option on the DVD, that has a huge tendency of just nuking orphaned packages. So if you happen to install Folding at Home, the RPM package, and you miraculously get it fucking working, then because it's orphaned, it's not attached to any repository, it will be deleted when you do an upgrade via the DVD or via the net installer. Yay, last package. Woo, yay, it finished. Sweet. And you know, this is where I'm going to call the stream a day. But you know something? You've been really awesome. So, I thank you so very much, and I hope you'll go to my YouTube page and check out the second part of this, the actual install. And until then, bye-bye.